Okay, these are my favorites for helping the inside of my van stay clean. Real quick, we've got vinegar. I use that for the towels like I mentioned last week, and also to run vinegar water through my bathing system to help keep it clean for your dogs. This is 5-in-1. I use this disinfectant for my blades, my shears, combs, brushes. It's just an easy spray to help everybody stay germ free. These are my favorite. These are Scrubby bars. One of my clients actually gets these for me, and you can order them on the Scrubby website. I can post that too. They're an all-natural soap-infused sponge. I keep one in my shower at home. I keep one in the van for scrubbing out my tub. We have one at our kitchen sink. They are phenomenal, and they're so easy, and they smell so good, and I don't feel weird about using them because of the dogs. I love Clorox wipes. The orange scented ones are my absolute favorite. They help all of the grime and buildup on my walls come off with just one wipe. It does get really gross in here with, 20 dogs in here a week, so those help, and I'm running out of them. So if you have the hookup for the orange scented Lysol or Clorox wipes, please let me know. I don't want to run out of them. This is glass cleaner. I have windows that I have to clean. Even though I have them all covered and insulated, I still have to wipe the windows out. This brush I use to scrub off this tabletop, and it is a pain in the butt. It's very, very porous, and things get stuck inside of it, and it's not the easiest thing to keep clean. This is called 256, and it's an animal industry based, or it's a disinfectant for the animal industry, I should say. Gets rid of parvovirus. It is the best stuff, and it smells like lemon meringue pie. I like all of my scents in here to be coordinated, so even my plug-in for the scent in here is orange right now to keep everything smelling fresh and clean. So I usually start in my ceilings, and I go from the ceiling down and wipe everything down. I have to vacuum every square inch in here. Hair gets everywhere. I'm not exaggerating. I will show you the back of the van when I'm done. I don't know how hair gets back there. It's kind of amazing. Actually, one time I found hair in the air filter in the engine of the van, and I have no idea how that happens, but here we are. So today's cleaning day, and I have to tighten all of the bolts in here. As I'm driving, everything kind of rattles apart, and it's always a fun surprise to get to my next destination, and my table is in pieces. Love that. Kyle is outside washing the van, so if you hear the hose out there, that's what that is. I can hear it right now. And I'll have a clean van inside and out to start my week tomorrow, and that's such a good feeling. So, alright, here we go. Here's a quick testament to how hairy it truly gets in here. Look at that. It's everywhere. It hides in here. This has Husky written all over it. My goodness. You can also really see the grime, how it builds up on my stainless steel tub. This is just shampoo, and I have to get it off because I don't like how it looks, and I want it to be clean. If anybody were to come in my van, I want them to say, hey, it's nice and clean in here. Thank you. It takes a lot of work, but it's very important to me. Okay, so what I did was I just got my Scrubby wet. I wet down the sides of the tubs. One side of it has the soap, the other side has more of the Scrubby. There's some hair. Eventually it will be all sponge, and you can still use the stuff because it will just kind of shrink inside of it, and this will last a while. This one's been out here in the van for, I don't know, a couple months, and they last me a while, and I use them at least once a week. So I usually just kind of put some soap on it and scrub. That's really all there is to it. And then rinse it. This does not sanitize, this just cleans. I use the 256 spray, and I spray everything down to sanitize it, and that usually happens every day. I just kind of mist out the tub a little bit, but coming in for the deep scrub happens once a week. No more buildup. And it will dry nice and sparkly with no soap scum, this included. Okay, the next thing that I'm doing is I'm cleaning my bathing system. This is on the bottom of the pump. I take that off, set it in water that is as hot as I can possibly stand. Add a whole bunch of vinegar. I go through vinegar about a gallon a week. No, probably not quite. We'll say every other week I go through about a gallon of vinegar. And then I just turn on the pump and I let it run. This helps get rid of all the soap residual that's inside the hose, and bacteria won't grow in an acidic environment from vinegar, so it helps protect your dogs. everything's vacuumed, everything is wiped down. Now I have to scrub the tabletop. This on top of my table is just an anti-fatigue mat from a kitchen section at Walmart. I got it for $10 and I cut it to fit. It adds some extra squish for the dog's feet. On the table, they're standing on my table anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half, and I think that their feet get tired, so this helps kind of relieve that for them. Underneath it here, this has memory foam underneath the scratchy material, the anti-slip, I guess. And it's the texture is what holds everything. It grabs product, it grabs quick stop, it grabs dirt and grime and dander and all of the things. And so I have to come through and really, really scrub this top. It's my least favorite thing to clean, if I'm being honest. So what I do is I just spray it down with 256. This is the Animal Industry Cleaner. It disinfects everything. There will be no more germs on here when I'm done. I spray it, I let it sit for just a second, and then I scrub and scrub and scrub, spray, scrub, spray, scrub, spray, scrub. Now the last thing for me to do in here is to mop, and for that I spray my floor down with 256, I move my table around, and I wipe everything down. Where I park, there's some mud, and so my floor is constantly getting muddy. Going in and out of it all day long with dogs makes it a mess as well, so it's important to keep it clean. So something that's super funny and unexpected is hair, like I mentioned, gets everywhere. So I have to vacuum out the back of my van, which I call the tool shed. That's where all the breakers and vacuum and dryer and all that nonsense is. So I have to vacuum back there. And the only way for me to do that is to take my hose and shove it through the laundry chute. Here's the back. There's the hose from the vacuum, vacuuming around my inverter, the batteries, by the water pumps, the filter for my big dryer, nooks and crannies galore. This is where my generator is. It's a Cummins Onan 7000 watt and it can power my entire salon. I have to check the oil in it, and it's usually every other day, but I do it at the gas station. So I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. I take off the cover, unscrew the oil cap, take a quick peek, looks good, put it back. The oil in the generator has to be changed every 150 hours, which is about every month and a half for me. The air filter has to be changed every 450 hours. It's important to keep this generator going. Close it, and I'm done. Okay, and that's a wrap for my day off on taking care of the van, making sure it's clean, checking the oil, cleaning out the tool shed. The last thing I have to do is wash the rest of my towels for putting them back in here, and I'm done. And then I can enjoy the remainder of my weekend before I get back at it again tomorrow. So thank you for watching me clean my van, so you can see just how much work has to go into it and how important it is. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend.